Hello everybody, Bill Owen from Mnpctech.com. This is the installation guide video for our clear side panel for the Fractal Design Define Mini C. I'll go over the stuff that's included with the kit. The panel will mount onto your chassis just as I've shown here. Make sure that it looks just like this, so you've got the vents exposed and it's flush on the back side. Otherwise, it's not going to work this way, and it's not going to work upside down either. So just keep that in mind. You may have to switch around to find the right orientation after you've mounted all of the brackets first. So what's included with the kit is some thumb screws, these custom mounting brackets, custom lock washers, and 4 632 flathead tapered screws. And one thing to note is once you remove the paper backing on both sides of the clear acrylic, you can't do a refund or a return because we can't resell it. So just keep that in mind. Don't peel the paper backing until you're committed to the purchase. So the first step is we're going to mount our brackets in each corner of the chassis. Each bracket has 3 pieces: the main bracket, the washer with a notch on the front of it, and then the screw. So just take your time doing this. There is a little groove on the bracket that goes over this rolled rail on the chassis. And what you want to do is you want to create a jaw over that rail that's going to lock down. So just hold them together and then get your screw and fasten in the bracket. And when you put the bracket in, you want it butt up against the edge of the chassis, so it's in the corner as far as possible. So we'll do the other side. I put the silver lock washer in first, and then put the bracket over, and then find the threaded hole. All right, and it's right up against the edge on both sides. So the top is done. The chassis is going to require some steps sequentially in order to do it right. The reason being is we got this power supply shroud here that's blocking access behind the rolled lip where the brackets mount onto. Also, the power supply shroud is pop riveted in place. You can't easily remove it unless you drill out the rivets. And I can't imagine that most of you will want to do that. Also, there's a gap between this rolled edge and the power supply shroud. It widens towards the rear of the case and it's narrow towards the front. So we've got to do some things in sequence here. And first, what I suggest is taking some masking tape and applying it, just one strip, right along the rolled edge at the bottom so you don't scratch up the nice finish on the power supply shroud. Mounting the brackets to the bottom of the chassis needs to go in this sequence. We're going to mount the rear starting in the front because there's this gap between the shroud and the rolled edge of the chassis that the screw isn't going to bite into the washer, and it has to be this length of screw, otherwise you're going to poke into the shroud. So first take your silver washer and position it just like that so the threaded hole is right along the edge of the rolled lip of the chassis. Then position the bracket right over it, and it can actually lean on top of it. Then take your screwdriver and screw and gently start the thread into the hole so it grabs, but leave it a little loose because you need to slide this bracket to the rear of the chassis and then fasten it down. Slide it to the back, then position it right along the edge and fasten down with the screwdriver. Now you can mount the front bracket, and what I'm going to do is just remove a portion of this tape so I can tear it out later easier. Again, just place the silver lock washer along the edge of the rolled lip. Place the bracket over it. Let it rest at an angle. And then insert your screw. And it's got to be right along the edge of the chassis, as far into the corner as it will go. That's for all the brackets again. So that's the sequence of mounting the brackets. If you have troubles trying to get the screw to go into the silver lock washer, what you could do is create a shim with some pieces of tape. Like this, and then just use the tape to position the washer in place so it doesn't move if you're having issues trying to get the two to join and fasten up together. Now you're ready to mount the window after removing the paper backing from both sides of the clear acrylic. Just align with the thumb screw holes. I do opposite corners first so everything is lined up. All right, so now you're all finished. And here is the Mnpctech Clear PC side panel kit installed on the Fractal Design Define Mini C chassis. So now you've got an ultra clean view into your custom PC build. And just an FYI, this kit will not adapt over to any other chassis by Fractal Design. It's made specifically for the Mini C. So thanks everybody for watching. If you have any comments or questions or feedback, you can leave them in the comment section on the YouTube video.